Good evening, I'm Tamika Alexander. We begin tonight with news from our state capitol, where the first day of the 2013 legislative session is officially in the books. We bring you the latest in tonight's top story. WVUA's Travis Leader joins us from Montgomery with a wrap-up of today's session. Hey, Travis.
Hey, Tamika, we're coming to you live from downtown Montgomery, right in front of the state capitol building, where Governor Robert Bentley issued his annual State of the State address. Now, Daniel Sparkman will join me in just a moment with more on that. But before Governor Bentley can sign anything into law, first, state legislators have to hit the ground running and get the bills passed. Now, one of the bills that did not get passed last year was a bill that would have allowed for charter schools to be enacted throughout the state of Alabama, and it would have also allowed more flexibility with school systems across the state. Now, in the House and Senate, Republicans are introducing bills that will allow for school flexibility to still happen, and here's how they're approaching the issue this time around.
Every community is different, and it gives the superintendent and the school board the opportunity to craft and shape and mold something that will fit in the community.
But last year's bill was going to make changes not all Republicans could get behind.
That bill is similar to a portion of the charter bill that failed in the legislature last year. And that bill was the establishment of charter schools, as well as it was some flexibility related to giving boards of education opportunity to do different things with resources that they were given from the state.
Reed says a flexibility bill by itself is much more passable than one which takes on other issues such as charter schools and teacher tenure.
The overall idea of the most part of the bill with flexibility, I certainly support, and I think that everybody would support giving more flexibility to local school systems. They make great decisions at the local level.
And in the State House, Representative John Merrill says the less controls coming from Montgomery means better teaching in Tuscaloosa.
That's what our priority is working with those local educators to take the handcuffs off of them and to make sure that if they want to go outside the box in trying to make sure that they're instructing their children to the best of their ability.
Now, of course, this topic will come up in future discussions. Although Republicans seem to be finding level ground on the issue, it will be interesting to see what Alabama Democrats, along with the AEA, have to say about the final proposal. Now, while I was in the Senate all day today, Daniel Sparkman was in the House today, and he has more on what one House Republican is proposing as far as gun control. Is that correct, Daniel?
Yeah, Travis, a big topic is gun control. It was and will be for much of the legislative session that started today. House Bill 8 is a constitutional amendment that would better define Alabama citizens' individual rights to bear arms. Author of the bill, Representative Mike Jones of Covington County, said that the bill is meant to clear up any misconceptions to the Constitution and to also prevent further restrictions on guns from being passed without proper review. Jones says this is a law that he truly believes Alabamians need passed, while proponents like Representative Christopher England says it's unnecessary.
I believe in the right to defend yourself and your home and your family. I believe in these fundamental rights. They're protected by the Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, and I believe in those things. So for me, it's not just about representing the people at home, it's also what I believe is right.
I personally believe that in Alabama, I believe that our Second Amendment has always been respected and will continue to be, and people's rights to possess firearms I don't think will change in regards to anything that we do in the legislature.
And earlier tonight here behind me at the state capitol, Governor Robert Bentley addressed the legislature in his annual State of the State address. He spoke about a variety of topics, starting with how far the state has come in the past 50 years since the civil rights movement. He then moved to unemployment, which has been a big topic throughout his terms in office. And Governor Bentley said that our state is making great progress. Jobs are coming. We're cutting costs and living within our means, all without raising taxes. Unemployment in Alabama is down to the lowest level it's been in 4 years. Over 26,000 new and future jobs have been recruited to Alabama in the last 2 years. He also said that the very first bill that he wants to see on his desk this legislative session is one that will pay back a loan from the Alabama Trust Fund in the amount of $437 million. Now, the governor wrapped up his speech by saying that what is the state of the state? Well, the state is good. Reporting live at the state capitol in downtown Montgomery, Daniel Sparkman, WVUA News. Tamika.